If you spend a day studying the top Russian female tennis players and the top Korean female golfers, you will be amazed to see a very interesting pattern. Behind every single one of them, you will find hungry, pushing, and extremely supportive parents. If you took the parents away from the Russian tennis gold mine and the Korean golf gold mine, there would be no top athletes. And it makes sense. If you want to become really good, you have to start practicing a lot in an early age. But there is no kid choosing on their own to practice tennis 3 hours a day or golf 4 hours a day. To some extent, it has to come from the parents. These pushing parents tend to be criticized for being driven by their own unreleased, egoistic ambitions. I'm not so sure about that. The parents who often criticize them are the ones who tell their kids, just follow your hearts. But if you tell kids to follow their hearts, they will sit down and play the PlayStation for 12 hours. If you want to develop skill and top performance, it's important to understand that passion is not something that falls down from heaven. You don't get hit by the light someday and then you know what your passion is. Passion has to be developed and nurtured. Sometimes, and very often, it's the perseverance that builds the passion and not the other way around. And that's why these pushy parents are so important, because you need a good push to grow the passion that's so crucial for any talent in any field. Let me give you an example of that. So a few months ago, I visited a guy called Gisa, who is a music teacher in Helsinki. Originally, he came from Hungary. Come to Helsinki in the 70s, and he decided to build his own music school. So he basically took a lot of 205-year-old kids and he trained them as a violinists. And today, interesting enough, 95% of those kids he started training in the 70s are professional musicians and 5% are really good amateurs. Now Gisa has institutionalized his thoughts, and the way he recruits new kids for his academy is very interesting, because he doesn't even look at the kids. He doesn't care about the kids. What he looks at is the parents. So he calls the parents in for a little discussion. He looks them deep in the eyes and then he says, are you willing to spend 1.5 hours a day for the next 5 years training violin with your kid? If they can give him a convincing yes, he will take in their kids. But he actually thinks that the parents are a much better predictor for how well the kids can do than the kids themselves. There are certainly bad ways to push kids, but there are also good ways to push kids. And what I found in the gold mine, that a good push is often necessary to grow and motivate talent.